Hi, my name is Amy Wilson Roberts. Pronouns are she and her, and I'm the manager for leadership development here at PHC. This video is designed to help you support your leader in the transformational leadership pathway. In the next few minutes, I'll share a bit more about what your leader can expect to receive from us, as well as what you can do to sponsor and support your leader. I want to start out in a good way and acknowledge that I'm in East Vancouver working on the unceded and ancestral territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. These are the different courses that are offered in the Transformational Leadership Pathway. We offer one course in self-awareness, which used to be mandatory to start, but now leaders can start anywhere in the program. We have two under leading through relationships. We have leading teams and leading through cross-system partnerships. And then we have systems thinking and achieving results as a senior leader. And that one is dedicated to experienced leaders, so directors who've had at least 2 years on the job and other senior leaders. This diagram illustrates the 70-20-10 model, which forms the foundation of our program design. The model ensures that learning is comprehensive by outlining 3 aspects that research says contribute to the richest development experience. 10% of learning comes from formal learning, such as classroom experience and online resources. 20% of learning comes in relationship with others through networking, conversations, mentoring. And 70% of learning comes through on-the-job applied experience, such as projects and stretch learning. This slide gives you an insight of what's offered and expected from your leaders within each of these categories. So 10% of learning comes from classroom experience. For our program, this includes 4 in-person sessions where leaders will engage with key theories, practice skills, and take time to reflect and learn together. Additionally, as part of this 10%, learners will have access to a learning platform where they can access PowerPoints, workbooks, additional podcasts, articles, and other resources to deepen their understanding. 20% is a significant part of learning that happens through relationships. We found that people learn best in cohorts where building relationships across the organization fosters a deeper understanding of the larger roles and responsibilities within our work. As part of the program, your leader will be placed in a triad. These are small groups designed to enhance learning and expand professional networks within the organization. They're put in a triad where they have similar roles, so managers will be with managers, directors will be with directors. Additionally, this is where your role as a sponsor is vital. I'll share more about that in just a minute. And then the remaining 70% is learning through experience. Majority of learning happens through hands-on experience, applying what they've learned in the real challenges and situations in their work. Learning is most successful if your leader has the opportunity to put theory into practice in their role and then reflect on those results. And this is why your role as a sponsor is so important. We rely on sponsors to help make those connections for their leaders. This is how you can help what they're learning in class apply to your team, your department, and your specific context. This is the essence of the 70-20-10 model and what your leader will be experiencing. Now let's move on to your role as a sponsor. Being a sponsor is a bit like being a field guide in your leader's development journey. Sometimes your leaders might be stepping into a brand new terrain and they need lots of direction and guidance. And sometimes they're just wanting to be a bit more intentional along the path. As their field guide, you're not there to walk the path for them. You're there to help them make sense of what they're learning, how it applies in your shared context. As a sponsor, we invite you to support your leader in 3 key ways. 1, engage in monthly meetings to help them connect learning to your specific context. Your leader will be learning ideas, tools, and perspectives in class, and you can help translate those insights into action by discussing how their learning applies to your team goals, to certain challenges, and to the culture of your team. This help makes learning more relevant and grounded. To support you in your monthly one-on-one meetings, I'll send you an email after each session. This will include a summary of the topics we explored in the session, the PowerPoint from the session, and a few suggested coaching questions to guide your one-on-one conversation. Your leader's been asked to complete a development plan and share it with you. These plans can be found on the Connect page, and they're a great way to gain insights on their goals, area of focus, and what they hope to gain for the transformational leadership pathway. It's a valuable tool to help you tailor your support with them. The second thing you can do is create stretch opportunities and encourage them along the way. One of the most impactful things you can do is help your leader grow by identifying and supporting stretch opportunities. Growth happens when leaders are invited to step outside of their comfort zone, whether that's taking on new responsibilities, leading change, or practicing new behaviors in real time. Now, we recognize many leaders are already feeling very stretched, especially in times of change. In these cases, your role may be to help name how they're being stretched and reflect on what they're learning through those experiences. Even when the path might feel unclear or uncomfortable, your presence through listening, asking thoughtful questions, and really celebrating progress, even if it's really small, can make a meaningful difference. And finally, we hope you will champion their development by supporting their time commitment to attend all 4 sessions, complete any pre-work, and reflect on how their learning translates into real-world challenges. This might mean helping to protect their calendar, assisting with coverage while they're in class, or encouraging them to pause and reflect on their learning. In order to do this last one well, we recommend considering and discussing these questions with your leader. What happens if there are urgent deadlines? What coverage is possible? What do you both need to make the monthly meetings meaningful? And what might get in the way? And how will you manage that together? So now that you've heard a bit more about your role, here's some really concrete next steps you can do. Set up your monthly one-to-one with your leaders. We've also asked your leaders to do the same. Think through how you can support them in protecting their time, and look for an email from me each month with the topics covered and coaching questions to help support your leader. We're here to support you in supporting your leader, so please reach out if you have any questions. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen to this video. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out and have a great day.